When most of us think of trucking and truck drivers, we have a mental picture usually of a man, but more and more women are picturing themselves in the driver's seat.
Everybody asks me, what made you think about truckers? You know, that's such a great idea, and I always have to tell them it wasn't mine. You know, it was one of those moments. I've had a few, just very few, that I know was a true God moment, and this was definitely one of them.
After spending most of her adult life in fitness, you could say Candace Rivers sort of backed into the idea of being a truck driver. A sudden moment of spiritual clarity came to her while driving on Interstate 20. The mother of three asked God for direction, and she says the Spirit of the Lord answered.
And I'll never forget it. It said they're forgotten about and they think that they don't matter. So I'm like, who's forgotten about, Lord? Who thinks that they don't matter? And right then that moment, he said, they are. And as soon as I heard they are, I realized, I'm sorry. In front of me is a trucker, beside me is a trucker, and behind me is a trucker. And I knew instantly that's who he was talking about.
That led her to research trucking, the business and the lifestyle. And she was stunned by the sheer number of health problems truckers face, from obesity to the risk of blood clots from sitting so long. It would have been easy to stay in her lane, but Candace saw a way to merge her love of fitness with truck driving.
My vision is to have my own truck, get my own truck and trailer, and set up wellness events all across the United States for truckers to encourage them how to get healthier.
She started Fits Possible Trucking. She's now a few weeks into a program, earning her commercial driver's license at Gadsden State Community College.
It's a male-dominant industry. Most women don't feel like that's something they can do. Most women think, oh, that's long hours away from your family. I could never do that.
Women are a growing presence in the industry, even becoming social media influencers. And there are local opportunities that don't involve long stretches away from home, but long-haul driving can be more lucrative, with some earning six figures. Still, less than 10% of truckers are women, according to the American Trucking Associations.
So we need young people, we need more women, we need people to realize that they can love their job, they can make good money for their family, and they can make a huge difference for this world, all by holding a CDL and becoming a truck driver.
Carla Wade, WVTM 13.